Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? And I know you can't barely see me because it's kind of dark. But as they said in Genesis, let there be light, and there was light. How you guys doing today? I know you guys are recuperating from from your 3 day weekend. I know you guys had a ball. I've seen pictures where people was having a time of their lives and everything else with their families, going to the beaches, having cookouts and everything else, going to parades. Um, my heart goes out to those that suffered during that parade shooting in Illinois, which is really sad. Um, in the midst of all this violence, I mean, nothing is sacred no more. Parades are getting to be targets now, and this is a terrible trend that's happening. Um, it's sad, but it's the sadful truth. Um, I pray that our leaders get their act together and start making some laws and start enforcing some of these laws because violence is in the rampage, it's going on the rampage, and this is really crazy. Um, the sad part about it is that, it's like the politicians don't care no more. They only care about votes. And how are you going to get votes if people are getting killed off? So they better start caring. They better start realizing what's going on. Welcome to Warrior Base Tango Ministries. I am your Sergeant at Arms, Deacon Terrence Trotman. Yes, I am an ordained deacon. And I am going to give you your spiritual rearmament for today, July 5th. And your spiritual rearmament comes from Romans 15:4. And it says, such things were written in the scriptures long ago to teach us, and the scriptures give us hope and encouragement as we wait patiently for God's promises to be fulfilled. And what does that mean? It means what it says. The scriptures were before the word, there was the word. And before it was written, the word was there. And I'm going to tell you, God was the Word, and He still is the Word. And I'm going to tell you right now, as we all know, in the beginning, there was the Word, and even at the end, there is the Word. And the Word is God. God's going to be there regardless. And God gave us the instructions on how to live a godly life. And one of the greatest gifts that He gave us was free choice. And if we go along with God's plan and God's way, He's going to fulfill He's going to fulfill His promises to us. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking forward to that because I want I want my promises to be fulfilled too. Even though it's a struggle sometimes, and that is true, it is a struggle. But I can tell you right now, a lot of things is going to happen, in our lives that we're going to struggle. And that's when we got to look to God. And God's going to correct those. He's going to help us. Um, he gives us encouragement. The word in the Bible, the scriptures in the Bible are there to be encouraging us to go through God's plan. Even though it's going to be a struggle sometimes, you may be struggling with drugs, you may be struggling with alcohol or smoking or even sex. We all have struggles. We have struggles with anger. We have struggles with being impatient. We have a lot of struggles in our lives. And it's difficult. But in the Bible, God's words are showing us how to be encouraged. And one of the biggest things, the biggest drawbacks that a lot of people feel that in the churches, that a lot of the church members And I'm talking about church members in general. Some churches are very judgmental. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I have been to churches where they were judgmental. They will look at you if you're not part of their clique and everything else. You were treated as an outcast, and I felt like an outcast in some of the churches I went to. And I'm gonna tell you right now, those are the churches are not for me. And I call those churches out. You need to change your attitude. You need to change the way you think. You need to change the way you present yourself. Because if you're trying to be presenting yourself to being Christians, quote unquote Christians, and you treat people like an outcast, guess what? You're not really a Christian. I even know I do struggle with that from time to time. But the thing about it is that I say to myself, I tell people, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, but I do have faults. At least I'm honest. Okay. There are some church members in other churches are not even honest with themselves because they feel like, oh, I gotta be holier than thou. And those are the ones that have the biggest issues. Those are the ones that have skeletons in their closet. But the scriptures that was written long ago, before 2,000 years, before Christ, the scriptures were written. We we have checked, we have looked at the scriptures. The scriptures are there to help us, to encourage us, to guide us on the path to be righteous. And after we finish our path, our journey, God's promises will be fulfilled. Even along the path, the promises will be fulfilled. So always remember, when you're down in the dumps, turn to the scriptures. Anything that happens in your life, turn to the scriptures, and it gives you words of encouragement. And even if you don't know, talk to somebody that you trust. Talk to your pastor. Talk to your elders. Talk to your deacon. Somebody that you can trust that's not going to steer you the wrong way. Or better yet, trust God. Sit down and talk to God. Have a heart-to-heart conversation with Him and tell Him which way should I go. And He'll guide you. He will never steer you wrong. As always, peace and one love. And remember, yesterday is history, and tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift. And what do you do when you receive a gift? You say thank you. And I want to thank you for tuning in this morning or at Warrior Base Tangle Ministries. Once again, I am your Sergeant at Arms, Deacon Terrence Trotman, saying be safe, God bless, and love one another. And talk to them about Christ. All right. Okay. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.